She was dumped for laughing too loud or rejected for reading, and told she was too local to be loved after surviving betrayal, abuse, and shame. She stopped believing in love until one quiet man changed everything.
My love, I promise to cherish you.
And you, for all our days.
In the heart of a bustling African city, a young woman met Nagage her heart for love. But each time, it broke her. The men around her laughed at her for dreaming too big. They left her for being too simple and blamed her for loving too deeply. Adanna began to believe that love was not made for women like her. She buried her laughter. She silenced and hid her heart until one unexpected soul, quiet, kind, and patient, began to pull her from her ruins. This is not just a love story. History is about pain, power, and the soft kind of love that stays after the storm. Adanna grew up in Enugu, Nigeria, in a small flat with her mother and two younger brothers. Her father had left when she was only 6. Her mother tried her best, selling food by the roadside just to feed the children. Adanna didn't grow up with much, but she always believed in love. She thought that if someone truly loved you, they would stay in like her father. By the time she turned 19, Adanna had finished secondary school and was working in a hair salon. That's when she met her first boyfriend, Chinedu. He was charming and always wore nice shirts. He told Adanna she was beautiful every single day. For the first time, she felt wanted, but 3 months into the relationship, Chinedu said he couldn't date a girl whose mom sold food in the sun. "You're too local," he whispered during an argument. Her heart broke, not just because he left, but because of how small he made her feel. That was the first crack in her dream of love. Adanna didn't give up. At 21, she met Toby, a quiet guy who worked at a nearby pharmacy. He liked books and soft music. He didn't mind that Adanna didn't go to university. "What matters is your heart," he'd say. Adanna believed maybe this one was different. They dated for 7 months, but Toby started acting cold. One evening while eating suya by the roadside, he told her the truth. "You laughed aloud. My friends say you're embarrassing." That was it. No cheating, no big fight. Just your laugh. After Toby, there was Samto. He was fun, had a car, and took her on road trips. But he was also talking to 3 other girls. When Adanna found out, he didn't deny it. "You never asked if we were exclusive," he said. Then came Kayode, who dumped her because she once ate 2 meat pies in one sitting. A wife must control her appetite, he had said, frowning. One by one, each man came with his own strange reason. By the time Adanna turned 25, she had dated 6 men, and none had stayed. Each heartbreak left a scar, not just in her chest but in her confidence. Her friends started getting married. Her mother stopped asking about her love life. Adanna kept smiling outside, but inside, she felt like maybe love just wasn't meant for people like her. At 26, Adanna met a man who seemed perfect in every way. His name was Nanso. He worked in tech, had an apartment in Lekki, and treated her like a queen. From the start, he made her feel special. He sent her breakfast at work. He held her hand. In public, he called her every night just to hear her voice. For the first time in years, Adanna allowed herself to hope again. Maybe, just maybe, she had found someone who would stay. But 3 months in, Nanso began acting strange. He wouldn't answer her calls when he was out. He always locked his phone. One evening, she surprised him at his house and found a woman. "They're pregnant and barefoot." "This is my fiancé," Nanso said calmly. "You were just a distraction." Adanna didn't say a word. She just turned around and walked out, her knees shaking. That night, she cried until her body gave up. The pain felt too heavy for her chest. Another name on the list. Another reason to stop trusting. After Nanso, Adanna changed. She stopped wearing lipstick. She stopped laughing in public. She became quiet at work, doing only what was needed. Her mother noticed but didn't ask. She just watched her daughter move like a shadow through life. One day, while they were peeling yams in the kitchen, Mama spoke up. "Your eyes no day shine again." She said softly, "Love is not everything, Adanna. You must love yourself first." But Adanna didn't know what that meant. She thought, If she was kind enough, quiet enough, or soft enough, maybe someone would love her. She didn't understand why everyone else seemed to have someone while she always ended up alone. Her heart still wanted love, but her mind had started building walls. Then came Deo. He was different, funny, unpredictable, and full of adventure. He once took her to a village just to taste fresh palm wine. She laughed with him again, truly laughed. But one day, while they were walking by the lagoon, he told her he was moving to Canada and didn't want to do long distance. "I'll miss you," he said, like it was a goodbye text, not a goodbye to her whole world. And just like that, another crack formed. By 28, Adanna had stopped counting how many times she'd been left behind. There was Akenna, who ghosted her after she met his mother. There was Malik, who said she was too ambitious because she once mentioned owning a salon someday. There was even a Mecca, a pastor's son, who broke up with her because she wore a sleeveless dress to his birthday. The reasons were never the same, but the result always was she ended up alone again. One afternoon, Adanna sat at a park bench watching the strangers take wedding photos. She didn't cry, she just watched the bride spin in joy and wondered what it felt like to be chosen. And not as a backup, not as a secret, not as a joke. She felt like the whole world was moving forward except her. Her heart had learned to beat quietly, like it didn't want to get noticed anymore. Adanna's friends didn't understand. "You're beautiful," they said. "You have a good heart. Maybe you're just unlucky." But it didn't feel like bad luck anymore. It felt like a pattern, like she was the common thing in every broken story. So she stopped telling people when she was seeing someone. She kept it all inside. That way, when it ended, no one had to know. Then came Dimeji, a widower with one daughter. He was soft-spoken and patient, always listening. He made her feel safe. His daughter, Moyo, even called her auntie and hugged her every time she visited. For the first time, Adanna started imagining a family, her, Dimeji, and little Moyo. But one Sunday evening, as she helped Moyo with homework, Dimeji came into the room with a deep breath. "My late wife's family doesn't want me to remarry. They say her spirit won't rest. I can't go against them. I'm sorry, Adanna." She nodded slowly. Her lips didn't move, but inside, something broke in a way it hadn't before. That night, she stared at her reflection and whispered to herself, "Maybe I'm not meant for love." The words stayed in the air, heavy and real. At 29, Adanna stopped searching. She focused on work. She saved money. She started helping her mom expand the food business with a small stand near a busy road. Life was calm, not exciting, but calm until she met Kelvin. He wasn't like the others. He was older, rugged, mysterious. He didn't smile often, but when he did, it made her feel seen. Kelvin didn't ask her questions. He just showed up, took her hand, and led her places she had never been. At first, it felt like a movie, fast, wild, thrilling. But soon, things shifted. Kelvin didn't like when she wore certain clothes. He once threw her phone against the wall because she replied a mail customer too kindly. He apologized later, with tears and gifts. "You make me crazy because I love you too much," he said. At first, she believed him. Then he hit her, only once, but once was enough. As she cleaned the blood from her lip, she looked at him and realized this wasn't love. It was fear. That night, she packed her things and left, barefoot in the dark. She never went back. After Kelvin, Adanna was done. Truly done. No more love. No more relationships. She deleted every dating app, blocked all her old contacts, and refused to smile at strangers. Love was now a wound, and she didn't want anyone touching it again. She poured everything into work. She saved up enough to open a small salon of her own. She worked 6 days a week, barely resting. Her mother watched in silence, knowing that no words could fix what time hadn't healed. One morning, her best friend Kechi came visiting. She looked around the shop and said, "You've built something beautiful, but your eyes are still empty." Adanna forced a smile. "I'm okay, truly." But that night, in her quiet room, she wept again. Not for a man, not even for a lost love. She wept for herself, for the version of her that still believed someone, someday, would stay. That version was gone. What remained was a woman who no longer believed in forever, only in survival. It was on a Thursday afternoon, during the rainy season, that he first appeared. Adanna was sweeping the front of her salon when a man stood at the gate, holding an umbrella. He looked lost, his shoes soaked from the puddles. "Is this Ada's beauty spot?" he asked. His name was Tund, a new tailor who had just moved into the next shop. He had come to ask if she could help fix his niece's hair for her school party. Adanna agreed, mostly out of politeness, but something about him stayed in her mind. He didn't flirt. He didn't linger. He simply smiled, said thank you, and left. It was peaceful. A week later, he returned not to ask for help, but to drop a plate of jollof rice his sister had made. "Just being neighborly," he said. She took the plate, smiled softly, and closed the door. That night, she stared at the food, unsure if she should eat it or throw it away. Her trust was thin, but something about that rice warm, carefully packed felt safe. She ate it. Tund became part of the neighborhood quickly. He helped the woman selling oranges set up her umbrella every morning. He repaired uniforms for school children whose parents couldn't pay. He waved at everyone, even the rude ones. Adanna watched from a distance. Her heart told her not to get involved, but her eyes kept following him. One evening, her generator failed. The salon went dark. She was about to close early when Tund knocked, carrying a small power bank. "This might help," he said, "just for your fan." That moment cracked something small inside her. Not love, not yet, but a quiet feeling, like peace walking slowly toward her. She offered him water, and they talked. Just 30 minutes. Nothing deep, but she laughed for the first time in months. She laughed without feeling guilty. When he left, she stood by the door longer than she needed to, watching the space where he had been. Adanna began to notice the little things. How Tund always greeted her with "good morning, ma," even though they were the same age. How he fixed his shop's broken lock with his bare hands instead of waiting for a carpenter. How he never tried to impress anyone, yet everyone noticed. He wasn't loud. He wasn't flashy. He was just kind. But Adanna was afraid. She had trusted smiles before. She had followed kind eyes before. And every time, she ended up broken dots, so she kept her walls high. Whenever Tund asked if she needed help, she said no. Whenever he invited her to small events in the compound, she made excuses. She didn't want to owe him anything, not kindness, not laughter, not a soft place to land. She didn't want her heart tricked again. Love, to her, was a room filled with traps, and she didn't want to walk in, even if the door looked gentle. But life has a way of pulling hearts out of hiding. One afternoon, Tund showed up with his niece, Kosi, crying. The little girl had gum stuck in her hair, and her school was threatening to cut it all off. "Please," Tund begged, "can you help her?" Adanna sighed, but took them in. For 2 hours, she worked carefully through the hair, applying oil and patience. Kosi stopped crying and hugged her tightly when she was done. That evening, Tund didn't leave right away. He helped her sweep the floor. Then he stood quietly, looking nervous. "I know you've been through things," he said. "I don't want to rush you. I just enjoy talking to you. That's all." And he left. No pressure, no pushing, just honesty. Adanna stood there, unsure if she should smile or cry. Her heart whispered, "This one feels different," but her mind asked, "What if he's just better at pretending?" Days turned into weeks, and slowly, Adanna began to let Tund in. Not completely, but enough to sit with him outside after closing time. Enough to ask about his past. She learned that he used to live in Abadan, but moved to start fresh after a terrible breakup. He didn't go into details, and she didn't ask. They shared roasted corn, soft drinks, and soft conversations. It felt natural, not like the loud, fast love she was used to. This was different, like standing in shallow water, testing her balance. One day, her friend Nkechi stopped by and saw them laughing outside. When Tund left, Nkechi grabbed Adanna's arm. "You like him?" she teased. "I see it in your eyes." Adanna wanted to deny it, but instead, she looked down and said, "I'm scared." And she meant it. Tund was kind, yes, but so had others been at first. She was tired of starting over, tired of opening her heart just to stitch it back together. Could she really trust again? Just when her heart was opening, life tested her again. One evening, while returning from the market, Adanna saw a familiar car parked near her salon. It was Chinedu, her very first boyfriend, the one who said she was too local. He looked richer now, bigger, wearing designer slippers and loud perfume. He stepped out and smiled like nothing ever happened. "Adanna, long time. I heard you're doing well. I was just around and wanted to check on you." She froze. All those old memories, the shame, the way he made her feel less than came flooding back. "I'm not that girl anymore," she said quietly. He laughed. "You look good now. I like women who grow." That sentence stung like a slap. He hadn't changed. He still saw her as something to measure, something to rate. Tun came out of his shop and saw them talking. Chinedu walked away soon after, but Adanna's mood was ruined. That night, Tun gently asked, "Who was that?" She hesitated, then answered, "One of my mistakes." The next morning, Adanna couldn't stop thinking about Chinedu's visit, not because she wanted him back but because of how easily her body remembered the pain. She realized something that shook her. She hadn't fully healed. She had only buried the pieces. Tun noticed her silence that day. He didn't ask questions, but later brought her roasted plantain with ground nuts, her favorite. They sat outside the salon, eating in silence. Then he spoke, quietly. "I used to think I was cursed," he said. "Every woman I loved left, until I found peace by just being kind, not expecting anything." His words felt like medicine. He wasn't just nice, he understood pain, deep pain. She looked at him differently after that. For the first time in years, she wasn't looking for someone to fix her. She just wanted someone to stay without hurting her in the process. And slowly, it started to feel like Tun might be that person. One Sunday evening, Adanna's mother sat her down. She had been watching the way Tun looked at her daughter. "That Taylor boy likes you," Mama said. "But I hope you're not falling too fast again." Adanna sighed. "Mama, I'm not even sure what I feel." Her mother looked at her carefully. "Just don't forget how many pieces your heart has been in. Love doesn't always come with drums and dancing. Sometimes it comes quiet and stays quiet." But Mama wasn't the only one watching. Another neighbor, Madame Obi, began spreading gossip. She told people that Adanna had too many men in the past and now wanted to trap a nice tailor into marriage. Adanna overheard the whispers. She felt ashamed. Even though she had done nothing wrong, she wanted to disappear. She almost told Tun to stop coming around. But that evening, he showed up with a bouquet of white hibiscus flowers. "Not for love," he said, "just for peace." Her hands trembled as she accepted them. That night, she cried not from heartbreak, but because something soft was returning to her heart. Hope. 2 days later, after closing shop, Adanna and Tun went for a walk. The streets were calm, and the air smelled like fresh rain. They didn't say much, just walked side by side. At a small bench under a mango tree, they sat down. Tun looked at her and said, "I'm not perfect. I have my own scars, but I won't play with your heart." Adanna looked at him, really looked, and saw a man who didn't want to own her, just care for her. She nodded slowly. "I don't want fast. I want honest," she whispered. Tun reached out and touched her hand gently. "Then let's start there." And without saying another word, he leaned in and kissed her soft, slow, and full of quiet respect. It wasn't fireworks. It wasn't movie-like. It was better. It felt safe. It felt like healing. Just as things started feeling good, life threw one more test at her. One evening, while Adanna was at the market, she saw Kods, the meat pie ex, arguing with his fiancée. She tried to walk past unnoticed, but he saw her. He ran up to her, sweating. "Adanna, you're glowing. Are you still single?" She laughed bitterly. "No, I'm finally happy." He chuckled. "You're still that girl who eats like a man." That sentence almost crushed her. Almost. But this time, she didn't let it land. She turned, looked him straight in the eye and said, "Yes, I still eat well. And guess what? Someone now calls it beautiful." She walked away with her head high. At that moment, she knew she had changed. She was no longer the girl who begged to be loved. She was now the woman who knew her worth even if others couldn't see. That evening, she told Tund everything. About the past, the pain, the many men who left for silly reasons. He listened without judgment. Then he held her hand and said, "Their loss became my blessing." Months passed, and the neighborhood that once whispered behind Adanna's back began to smile when they saw her. Her salon grew busier. Her heart grew lighter. Tund became a constant, never loud, never showy, but always there. He would wait for her outside the shop just to walk her home. He would fix broken chairs in her waiting room without being asked. And every Friday, he brought her a small surprise, sometimes Zobo, sometimes Puff Puff, sometimes just a flower plucked from somewhere unexpected. One night, while they sat on the floor of her tiny living room eating boiled corn, Tund looked at her seriously. "I want us to grow together, not fast, not fancy, just real." Adanna felt her heart open fully. There was no fear, no shadow of past mistakes, no doubt. "Yes," she whispered, "let's grow slowly." That night, there were no fireworks, but her soul danced in peace. A year later, Adanna stood before a small group of close friends and family, wearing a beautiful cream dress, not too shiny, not too loud, just like her love story. Her mother sat in the front row, tears in her eyes, and Ketchi stood beside her, holding the bouquet. And Tund, he looked at her like she was a sunrise he never expected to see. There were no loud music bands, no big display, just a people, both a little broken, choosing to heal together. As they exchanged simple vows under the evening sky, Adanna remembered every name on her list, every strange reason, every time she was told she was too much or not enough, and she smiled, not in pain, but in victory. Because in the end, she didn't just find love, she found a love that stayed, a love that didn't need fixing, a love that grew from everything she survived. And for the first time in her life, Adanna finally felt chosen.